Hello, welcome to MoviePod, a reclaimed cinema podcast. I'm your host, Brian Wishart, and this week we'll be discussing a film that was pretty well received upon release. However, a blend of cult followings for the film, the director, and the stars have kind of helped elevate it to a status for being one of the best action movies in the 1990s. This week we're going to be discussing John Woo's 1997 face-swap action film, Face Off. I'm joined by a pair of guests who are the former hosts of Western Kabuki and current hosts of Kill the Computer. Returning to the show is the host of 60-Minute Drill, as well as the composer for MoviePod's intro music. How are you doing, Caleb?
I'm doing well. Thanks for having me.
Glad to have you back. I'm also joined for the first time by the host of Ill Conceived and social media editor for The Onion, June. How are you doing, June?
Hey, really good, really good. I can't lie. This is the very first time I've ever watched Face Off, so I'm like pumped up. I was like cheering. I was pumping my fists in the air watching this movie the whole time. I'm so excited to talk about it.
Oh man, it's wild.
Yeah.
We'll get into it for sure. But yeah, it's fascinating because like Western Kabuki in its very early stages was a Nick Cage podcast. Caleb told me specifically not to bother listening to those episodes, so I'm not really sure.
It's really bad, dude. They're so fucking bad. Dude, okay. I'm sorry if this is a tirade. You can tell me to shut up, but like, we did that. The former co-host and I that started that before June came on really shortly after that. But there was like a good month of like us just doing what I thought was going to be like a silly, like, that's Nick Cage. He's like a goofy guy. And then it turned into like, oh no, we're going to seriously like talk about like the filmography and cinematography and all this stuff. It's like, but these movies are good. Like, this is goofy. This sucks. Like, there was no like funny anything about it. So like, I'm kind of stuck in this situation where I like, I avoided telling people I was involved with the early parts of it because the episodes you can listen to them if you want. They're just terrible. There's nothing good about them. Yeah. So like,
I will say that I think the one I was on, because for context, a lot of people are like, you haven't seen a lot of Nick Cage movies, but wasn't Western Kabuki? Didn't that start as a Nick Cage podcast? And it's like, you caught me red-handed. I was only on the first episode. I was actually not really involved at all with the Nicolas Cage era. I was not technically like in the show yet. I was just a guest until I became a host after that era ended.
Yeah. So like basically it was we would just like watch the movie and record ourselves talking about it, but we would only have our like friends from online that were on it. So it just kind of became us talking about shit that was happening on Twitter or whatever. And obviously that's far more listenable than like, hey, we're going to spend 90 minutes talking about John Woo's 1997 thriller Face Off. Or, I don't think we ever got to Face Off, but, he's got some stinkers in his library, Nick Cage does. So,
yeah, because we were talking about like movies we could possibly do. And like, I went through the list of, episodes you've done. Like, you guys never did Face Off. It's like, oh, perfect. That'd be a good mix. Kind of, get some Western Kabuki people back in the mix here.
Yeah.
We can talk about a Nick Cage classic, I would say.
Oh my God. I mean, I can say it's like one of the greatest movies of all time. Let's be honest here. Don't sell it so short. Holy shit. It's not just one of his best. It's one of the best.
Yeah. So it's clearly your experience with Face Off, June, is that you just watched it for the first time and it blew your mind.
Fresh off of it. Yeah. Literally 10 minutes ago, I just finished. Like, nice. Fresh off. Yeah.
So Caleb, what was your experience with Face Off? What's your history?
Face Off is... It was one of those movies that when I was a kid, we had like a cracked pirate satellite TV thing where you could get like the hot cards or whatever. Do you remember any of you guys? Is that like a thing?
Didn't have no, but I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I know I have some friends that had situations like that.
So it was one of those that during this time was just like always on, like 1998, 99, a couple years after. So when I was a kid, it was just something that was like... I probably watched it in pieces like 20 times through, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But actually, from front to back, the first time I ever watched this was this week in preparation for this.
Really? Yeah. So it's sort of like fresh to you too. You like knew all the nuts and bolts of the film, but
I'd seen
the full thing in one go.
Just in one sitting, all 2 hours, 19 minutes, and 7 seconds of glory.
It's a long movie, yeah.
I mean, that's sort of how I feel like. Not even in just that situation you're talking about, but I feel like in the past with TV just sort of passively being on in a lot of people's homes, you would just sort of catch different parts of movies, and that's just sort of how you would consume a lot of media, like TV shows, especially movies. And you just don't really do that anymore. You don't just like passively have something on. Like some people do, but not in the same way. Like, you know what you have on. You're not just like flipping something on and being like, whoa, surprise, you're watching a Nick Cage movie that fucking sucks, which is not Face Off. But sometimes you'd watch some real shit on TV.
I think that's why Face Off kind of built its reputation up over time too, is that like, it was a cable classic. Like I watched it on cable for sure, and like movies like this, people are watching over and over. Like Tony Scott movies like Crimson Tide, movies like Die Hard, they kind of build up the reputations just from people rewatching over and over again on cable. So like people would be watching these probably action movie marathons. The first time I ever watched Face Off, when I was like maybe like 12 or something like that. We were like, my family had a minivan. We were going up to Ottawa or Montreal, and we had a VCR in the van. And I know the two movies we had in the VCR were Silence of the Lambs and Face Off. So I watched Face Off for the first time in the very back of a minivan on a very tiny screen on VHS.
Awesome.
That's incredible.
And
that
then
sounds like a pretty good viewing, yeah.
And I thought it was pretty fun but pretty stupid. And then, you know, I saw it on cable over the course of many years, multiple times. I got it on DVD, found it at a thrift store sometimes. Like, you know, oh yeah, this Face Off is kind of the dumb fun action movie. But then my local record store, they put on movies through local theaters as well. So they did a screening of Face Off earlier this year in the theater. So I got to see Face Off in the theater this year.
Ooh.
And it was a fucking riot. The crowd was so into it, like hooting and hollering. It was so much fun. It plays so well on a big screen.
That sounds like the best viewing experience possible for this.
During the pandemic, I didn't actually get to it, but during the pandemic, because you know they weren't making new movies for a while. My drive-in theater near me, which is like one of the only things you could do for a while when everything was in lockdowns, they did like the Holy Trinity Nick Cage thing of like Con Air, The Rock, and Face Off. But I went to it, and it was only $10. $10 for a triple showing. I had to leave I was like, I think they did it The Rock first, then they did Con Air, and then it was going to be Face Off afterwards. Like, that's too much Cage, man.
Yeah.
Too much Cage.
Yeah. Con Air, I think, is the weakest of the three, so it's kind of a bad one to stick in the middle.
Gotta save the best
chronologically,
for last.
I think is what they were going for, right?
Oh, I think that's chronologically, yeah.
Yeah.
I love it. No, I fucking love that. I haven't been to a drive-in in years. Oh my God.
Yeah, same here. I'm surprised because, like, I go to movies a lot by myself. So, like, you know, it's kind of, like, expensive just go through a drive-in theater, just, like, one car by yourself. It feels kind of inefficient. But I should just do it next summer just to say I've done it because it's been years since I've done it.
I go to the drive-in all the time. That's my favorite way to watch movies, man. It's fucking sick.
You can open a beer, like, in your car, just hang. Like, that sounds dope. Yeah.
Technically, that's not really legal, but, I mean, come on.
People bring beers in movies all the time. Like,
no one needs to know. There's no cop. There's no cop there.
You crack the beer open when there's a loud sound playing, and no one will expect a thing. Yeah, so like with Face Off, like I was hoping there's an audio commentary for the movie, but there isn't really anything in the DVD I have. It's just basically like it has like a trailer for it as the only special feature. But I found some information on Face Off just in general history. So like it was written by Mike Webb, Michael Colleary as a spec script. And a friend of theirs was actually injured in a hang gliding accident, and his face was removed and reconstructed before being surgically reattached to his body.
Oh my God.
So then they got to be like, hey, let's turn this into an action movie.
That's genius. I love turning torment and torture into like a really good idea. That's amazing.
Your friend's pain into art. So
what is art but that? Yeah.
It bounced around between a couple studios. It was eventually picked up by Paramount, who ended up releasing the movie. The initial director who signed on to direct the film was Rob Cohen. He's the sex pest who would later do Fast and Furious. But he left the film to go make Dragonheart, which is I think that's one where Sean Connery's like a talking dragon.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Did you see that one? I've never heard of this movie.
Have you really
seen it? Yeah.
It's like has like what I remember most about Dragonheart. It has like very sappy kind of like orchestra music that they always play at the Oscars, like between commercial breaks and stuff. And I always forget it's from Dragonheart. Yeah, so John Woo is the Hong Kong action director, and he had just moved from Hong Kong to America to work on more Hollywood movies. He's known in Hong Kong for movies like Better Tomorrow, The Killer, Hard Boiled, and his style is in full display here, which is like a lot of big emotion, slow motion action scenes, a lot of guns, doves, birds all over the place.
Yes. Something
He's one
so
that.
I've been. Go on.
Oh, no, you go ahead.
I was going to say something I noticed a lot in this movie, of course, obviously, but it's like sort of a hallmark of this era of film in general, where it's just the slow-mo that it's not slow motion, it's just like half frame rate. And I think like whenever I see that, I'm like, yes, I'm like watching some good shit. Like that when I see that, I'm like, oh, here we go. I'm watching some like fake slow-mo. That's like some good shit. And that was used a lot in this film too, which I loved.
It's used constantly. It's so funny. It's great. Like it's so like bombastic and over the top, and like that's so much of the genre heroic bloodshed, which is he was considered like one of the pioneer directors for it in Hong Kong. Which like the emphasis of those movies, like they're all violent. They're like all the characters like they have to deal with duty, their honor, and like their redemption for thematic purposes, and that's on full display in this movie, of course. And before Face Off, John Woo's 2 American movies were Hard Target. That one where Jean-Claude Van Damme is trying to defeat some rich people who are hunting poor people for sport, which is a fantastic movie. I loved Hard Target. It's my favorite John Woo movie by far.
They had a bunch of movies like that in the 90s. It was like a genre of film of like psychotic rich guys hunting homeless people for whatever. Like that was what was it called? It was The Game?
Surviving the
Did
Game?
you ever see that? Surviving the Game. Yeah.
Yeah. Is that Ice-T?
I think so. As Mason, I haven't seen that shit since I was a kid. Oh my god!
Were these like what was it portraying the rich people as good guys? Or?
No, they're the villains.
No. Okay, good,
yeah,
good,
villains
good,
for
good.
sure.
Good.
In Hard Target, though, like the villains, like they actually set a good deal for these people. Like, hey, like if you make it out of town, we'll give you like all this money. Like, they're not like it's a pretty good deal for them, and like they're all signed the agreements and everything.
They're killing you for a very good reason.
Yeah, for them it's sport, but they're like, hey, but if you survive this, you get a lot of money.
Squid Game. That's some Squid Game type shit. Squid Game was the first piece of media to ever do it, and of course, Mr. Beast.
Oh, Mr. Beast, yeah.
Nod to Mr. Beast for that one.
I feel like Mr. Beast should not be allowed to watch a John Woo movie because he might try and do a Hard Target in real life. He might try to get a face off.
Today, we're removing my face and putting it.
Who would his nemesis be?
I don't know.
One of the Paul brothers, maybe?
Yeah. Oh, it'd be great to rip one of the Paul brothers' faces off and just not attach it on anything.
Yeah. Oh my God. We'll work that out. Yeah.
Yeah. We'll workshop it a little bit. He also did the movie Broken Arrow with John Travolta, which is him and Christian Slater. Travolta's the villain in it. That movie's only okay. So for Face Off, though, like with the premise like that, they're trying to find a good pairing of actors that would really work together. So a lot of the ones were considered were pairings were Michael Douglas and Harrison Ford, Alec Baldwin and Bruce Willis, Denzel Washington and Wesley Snipes, Jean-Claude Van Damme and Steven Seagal, Robert De Niro and Al Pacino, and Sylvester Stallone and Arnold Schwarzenegger. Which, that would be a fun movie, but they are different sizes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sly's a little guy.
Yeah. But, like, I can see that being a lot of fun, too. Just, like, the accent work of, like... Because, like, with this movie, Travolta and Cage, they actually, like, lived together for, like, a week or two to, like, kind of understand each other's mannerisms a little bit.
Oh, that's so
before
cute.
Filming. And, like, I would just love to be a fly on the wall of, like, Arnold Schwarzenegger and Sylvester Stallone living in a house together.
I feel like they're kind of the same guy in a way, right? They're different. But like in terms of like action stars, they're like sort of the same type of guy, at least in the movies I've sort of like seen them. I'll be so honest, I'm not well versed in a lot of action. I think I've seen like a handful, especially Jean-Claude Van Damme. I've seen a handful of his stuff, but I feel like those two they're kind of the same guy, kind of.
Yeah. Like Schwarzenegger's all about, like, the box office and being a big persona, making a lot of money and stuff. But Stallone's sees himself as an artist too. So like he directs movies. Like he's like Rocky's like a real ass movie.
Yeah,
and so
true.
he sees himself as a bit more of an artist than Schwarzenegger does. Like Stallone thinks he's making like high quality work, and
which is really like funny because he's extremely stupid and makes bad stuff.
Like, he makes a couple good things every couple of decades, but like he is very stupid too.
No, I think like the depth to which he takes his like I guess like if you look at something like Rocky IV and then understand that he's making that with like serious intent to be like art. It's funny because it's like it accidentally does a good job of like portraying like America, but I don't like that obviously was not his intention. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it's like kind of accidentally leftist in some ways because he's so stupid.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's like the Trump guy, right? He's like
He's
a
super
big right
gay
winger.
guy.
He's the ambassador to Hollywood.
Oh my God, I forgot about that.
Yeah, show some respect.
Fuck, I gotta put some damn respect on that name.
Is it like an embassy or something like that? I don't understand what that role even is. Like,
there's refugees. There's people.
Oh my God, that'd be great. There's like refugees.
There's
like,
actor,
But I'd be like,
actor
dude,
refugees.
like Rocky IV, Ivan Drago coming out of the fucking like the floor up into the thing, and like America being so overwhelming and terrifying that he has a panic attack and kills a guy is like an irony leftist Twitter bit. You know what I mean?
No,
like that whole living in America thing. It's like, dude, he didn't realize he's actually making high art.
Yeah.
And that always feels very
so
complicated.
Yeah.
Always feels complicated when it's like, this is good. And the person who made this thinks it's good, but I think it's good, and they think it's good for the entirely opposite reason, and that's a problem.
Death of the artist.
That's a problem. Yeah.
Yeah. So you can probably get in the movie itself right now. So, Paramount Picture, and so you open up on a merry-go-round, and John Travolta, he plays Sean Archer. So oftentimes I just refer to characters by the actress names, but like this can be way too confusing, so I'm going to go by the character names for the most part. So John Travolta plays Sean Archer. He's riding one of the horse in the merry-go-round with his son. It's like a 10-year-old, like 8-year-old kid. He has like the 1990s mop hair, like every kid has in that era, including the other kid in this movie has the exact same haircut.
Okay, I'm glad I wasn't the only one. I thought that was like, okay, this just feels, sorry, we're way jumping ahead, but it's like, this feels like a replacement type situation. This is like,
oh my God, we had to get that for sure. That I was like, what the, that's the most insane thing ending the movie ever.
We'll get to that. Yeah.
And so they're having a fun time in the merry-go-round, like, living their best life for now. And we move over to Nick Cage. He like whips off a jacket in slow motion. He has a mustache on. He's like sipping a drink. He has a sniper rifle. And he's aiming at the father and son. And this is Castor Troy, Nick Cage plays. And he shoots the gun, goes through Sean Archer's body, and kills the little boy. And the merry-go-round keeps on spinning. It's like, very operatic. This is John Woo. And we cut to 6 years later, and Sean Archer is now at the FBI. He's still at the FBI. He's like FBI headquarters ever. He's getting a lot of accolades, but he's ready to go for his next mission. They're going after Castor Troy. They found where he was.
I love how it was just like, okay, the very haunting opening scene to like, okay, like usually movies, and I kind of like that it did this in this movie, but like this movie, it's like, okay, we're like getting to the present. We're in the present. And now we're like, okay, this is where here's at. And then it's like immediately high action immediately. Like it takes 1 minute to set up like the modern era that we're in, and then throws you in it. I'm like, getting some fucking whiplash here, but it like in the best way. I was like so down for it. It was so sick.
And the opening's really exciting too. Like, him with the sniper rifle too. And like, then we get like a little bit of work at the office there. And like, they, just go through the Castro's case file about him like assassinating a Croatian ambassador or something. And then we get to
they killed the guy that gave Plattner the tattoo.
Well, also speaking of tattoos and stuff, this movie, like, he has that one scar on him from the bullet wound where Castro shoots him, and like he tells like the person at the surgery, like, oh, like put the wound back where it was when you reinstated me because I need it as a memory.
Yeah,
like, do you think you're gonna do the face-off situation with the guy with the Nazi tattoo that you would what would you do with that? Would you like, well, I guess you gotta put the Nazi tattoo on me. I gotta go undercover.
You have to literally, yeah. Like it's gotta be deep cover, I swear. Like we're getting it back. It's for the mission.
Yeah. So I don't know what Castor Troy's going to be up to right now, but we see what Castor Troy's up to. So he's dressed up like a priest, and he's readying a bomb at some location. Sean Archer's pissed off. I don't know where he is, but Castor Troy, he activates his bomb. He joins a choir in the building, like the lobby of the building. And Cage is like flipping his head like around like crazy. He's having the time of his life. He's being horny too. He like grabs the ass of a girl in a choir.
Yeah. I was like, what the fuck is happening? Like, how did he just do that? Like,
literally, he's doing Western Kabuki. That is Nick Cage in his element doing Western Kabuki.
It's
awesome to watch.
Yeah, no, it's so compelling. And like, I couldn't look away. I was just like, what the fuck? Like, what is this guy doing? How is everyone just like normal, not stopping and staring at him, especially as he goes and like sexually harasses the woman like in the choir? It's like, does no one see this? Man. Like, what? What was that? Sorry?
The haircut. It's so bad.
It's so bad. It's
jarring.
So bad. Yeah. Incredible. I was just like, okay, this is just such an odd opening, but he makes he does this crazy face thing that Nicolas Cage always does, which I hooted and hollered for that one, of course.
That's like a reaction gif, like for sure, of him just like after he grabs a woman's ass and just like he's like coming almost.
He knew, like literally, Nicolas Cage knew that technology would progress to the point where these could be like on screens and sent as like messages. Like he knew that images could be like moving in like for reactions and shit. That's what he did all of this for.
God bless him. So the hint the FBI gets, they learn that Castor's brother Pollux has paid for a flight outside of Los Angeles, so they move in to intercept the plane. So Castor and Pollux meet up at the airport. We get a lot of great John Woo slow-mo as he's just getting out of the car, and like Castor Troy's just tossing on like a burgundy jacket and like has these two gold-plated guns.
Oh, so sick! Oh
and
my god, that's so sick.
Yeah.
So sick.
He has such a great look, and he tells all his goons that like stay outside of downtown LA on the 18th because it's going to be smoggy. So
smoggy, yeah.
The way he delivers every single line is so good in this movie.
Yeah. No, I love the fit. I fucking love the fit. He is like serving mob boss mentality. He's serving the aura. Like he is just so fucking good. His two fucking golden guns. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Like he's the coolest character I've ever seen in a movie. Like he's the villain, of course, but he's so fucking sick.
The thing about like a 1911 is like if you have one, and I don't know if this is just this movie thing or this is like a gang leader thing or something, but if you have one 1911 pistol, you want a second one. Like,
yeah.
They call out to be shot in pairs.
Yeah, no, you're a fucking dork if you don't have two. Like you're fucking
one
loser.
1911. What are you in the army? Like fucking loser.
Yeah.
I'm not a gun guy at all, but like seeing this movie and seeing him have those two guns and him diving through the air shooting those guns, I want to buy two guns now.
Yeah,
it
exactly.
Goes crazy. Yeah,
like John Woo makes guns look so awesome. Like I know why every kid wants one.
Oh my god, yeah, and everyone wants to be Nicolas Cage. Is what everyone's saying.
John Travolta gets to become Nicolas Cage this movie. Even
he's living the dream.
I'm looking at a gun manufacturer's website, and I should not like this. And somebody did make the Castor Troy 1911s. Like
no.
They're $6,250 a piece. And that's still not a hard no for me.
Yeah.
That's not a complete no.
That could be like a New Year's resolution for 2026. That could be like a cool little like thing you could do is just like get the full fit, get that cool ass fucking
get the haircut, dude.
Get the haircut, get the
shirt.
That's like half the battle, yeah.
Well, with Madani, if he wins the election, you're gonna stock up on guns because America's gonna be over.
Yeah, it's over. I think he won.
Did he win?
I think they announced it like 5 minutes ago.
Yeah. Oh shit! Really?
No. The polls just closed.
Oh,
like
I thought
2 minutes
polls
ago.
closed a couple hours ago.
No.
People texting me Mamdani won. Maybe it's just memes. I'm not looking
probably.
at my phone, so
it probably
looked.
is.
Yeah. Polls closing soon, I guess. Yeah, but by the end of this episode, we might find out who wins.
I'm monitoring the situation. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
I hope Eric Adams wins by write-in. Still
could
hope.
be your night. It could be your night.
So on the plane, Nick Cage is being a horny bastard yet again. So he says to the flight attendant there, "If I were to let you suck my tongue, would you be grateful?"
Very gross.
The flight attendant proceeds to suck his tongue.
Oh, awful. I hate it.
Then the tongue sucking is interrupted by the FBI storming the runway with cars. And it turns out this flight attendant is an FBI agent. So like she's trying like, FBI, you're under arrest. But she gets knocked out by like, a suitcase or something. And so Castor Troy is aware that Sean Archer is after him. This is a bitter rivalry. Like he knows like, oh, a bunch of cars here. It's got to be Sean Archer. It can't be some any other random FBI agent. So they start playing chicken with the plane. So Sean Archer's driving down the runway. Castor Troy is like has a gun to the pilot's head, like you gotta keep going. And like Archer bails first with this game of chicken they're playing. And so like the pilot ends up getting shot in the head by Castor Troy. And then Sean Archer hijacks a helicopter, gets in the helicopter, and starts like blasting, taking his gun and shooting out the engines of the plane. This movie rocks.
He like genuinely might be the sickest like action character, because he's not a hero, but he's like such a fucking cool action villain.
Yeah.
So he's so sick. Like everything he does is like the coolest possible thing, especially like when they crash into the hangar bay and just like all of the fucking like just that battle between the two, all the fucking like explosions, all the lights. It's just so cool.
And like when Castor Troy just dives out of the plane firing the guns, like just diving into the air, and like he gets a bunch of FBI guys while doing it. It's actually a good strategy he's doing within the realm of this world. Like it works. Like diving while shooting guns actually pays off for him. It's not just something that just looks cool. And so like a bunch of more FBI agents die in this hangar fight, and a lot more of the goons die too. And like the bullets are causing all kinds of various explosions too, which is awesome. Like a lot of things just blowing up. A lot of people are just dying. And so they go to like a bit of like a empty part of the hangar there. There's a detached airplane engine, which they accidentally turn on. And they have a Mexican standoff, and they each have one bullet each. They've counted each other's bullets. And Archer says the difference between him and Castor Troy is like, Castor Troy wants to live. Archer's willing to die because he lost his son.
Yeah.
And like Troy brings like, hey, you have a daughter. And I was like, hey, is your daughter ripe? Which is like,
See, this is where he's not cool. Is when he starts being a pedophile. Yeah. Not cool.
Yeah. And but like after that, like he pulls the trigger. Castor Troy tries pulling the trigger and realizes he's out of bullets. So he gets down on his knees and like feigns being afraid, like freaking out, and like he's reaching for a knife hidden in the back of his belt, and he says like well, I think you better pull the trigger because I don't give a fuck. I'm ready for the big ride, baby. And Cage is absolutely on time in his life playing this villain, and they get into a scuffle. He gets pushed into the path of the airplane engine and gets blown back. Like the Cage is like flying backwards in the air, gets knocked unconscious. He hits a grate. They think he's dead, but he ends up just being in a coma. And
I gotta say, it's a shame. I wish, like the like being blasted in the fence, taking him out. Not how I wanted to see that go. I wanted to see a better standoff situation, but I'll take it because it allowed the rest of the movie to happen.
Mm-hmm.
That was
something that could kill him, but also he has to be in a coma. He can't be fully dead yet.
Yeah. No, it was perfect for the rest of the movie to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So Sean Archer goes back home. He's informed by his wife, played by Joan Allen from like the Bourne movies, that their daughter Jamie has been suspended for getting into a fight. So apparently the fight's over their appearance, and we get to see Jamie. The camera goes to her, and she's dressed up like a 90s emo, and the parents are totally just shocked.
Yeah.
And so, she's a difficult teenager in the realm of the world, and Sean and Eve celebrate that the man who killed their son is finally in custody. He's dead. They think he's dead, but he's just in a coma. It should all be over, but there's like 2 hours of movie left. So, so back at the FBI office, they have the CIA sent over a congratulatory bottle of wine to Archer, and he dedicates to all the agents who died while trying to capture Castor Troy. And there's like 8 agents that got killed by Castor Troy, and he finally closes off the case on the computer file, should all be done. And until
he's not happy though. He's not happy with that. He's
like, he's not like, gleeful, like, yes, finally it's over. It's just like, oh my God, that part of my life is done. Maybe I can finally move on, do something else. And CCH Pounder shows up to deliver a zip drive that they found in Castor Troy's possession.
Let's go. Yeah, I can't see CCH Pounder anymore without the It's Always Sunny impression coming to mind. Have you ever seen that?
Oh yeah, Dennis's impression of her. It's
perfect
so good.
impression of her. Yeah.
Oh, The Shield is such a good show. That's a masterpiece of a show. It's so good. And so this zip drive has an animation of a cartoon woman making suggestive noises. It reads, "My name is Sinclair, and I'm about to blow you away." And the woman cartoon turns into a bit of a skeleton, and it reveals within a zip drive it has the contents of a bomb. So it's a bomb that has a nerve gas and biological payload, so it'll flatten a square mile, and the fallout will kill a lot more people. So the FBI had apprehended Pollux Troy, but he was refusing to talk. So Archer wants to evacuate the city, but no one will listen to him because evacuating LA is a hard thing to do. So Archer says the only person that Pollux is going to be Archer says the only person that Pollux will talk to about the bomb is Castor, but he's in a coma. So CSH Pounder says, well, there's one possibility. I know about face-off procedures. So
it's amazing they have this technology. That's sort of sick. In the scene when they're showing it off with the ear. I couldn't help but think about that. That's probably what they did to Donald Trump back when he got almost assassinated. It's like, oh, that's what happened. That's why his ear is all good, is they got the face-off machine.
They 3D printed a new ear for him. Yeah. So she says, like, to see Castor Troy's in a coma there. So CCH Pounder proves that he's like he's completely unconscious by putting a cigarette out on his arm and calling him a turnip. But the doctor of this clinic, Dr. Malcolm Walsh, he's going to explain to them what he's capable of doing with this face-off procedure. And Walsh is played by a Canadian acting legend, Colm Feore. So he mentions that Castor Troy and Sean Archer have similar pigmentation, similar size, similar height. They can do a lot of surgeries to make Sean Archer look like Castor Troy, including reducing his love handles to be a bit smaller because his cage is a little bit smaller, like making his hairline go back a little bit more, look a bit more like Nick Cage. But
honestly, beautiful technology. The
face, however, they will literally swap. And CCH Pounder makes a point like, you're just going to be borrowing the face of the man who killed your son. You're not be like fully swapping forever. And so he's reluctant to do this. He goes back to the FBI, tries to interrogate Troy's drug kingpin, Dietrich, who's played by Nick Cassavetes, who also directed The Notebook. He tells Sean Archer that the bomb will detonate on the 18th. They have a date when the bomb's going to blow, but they have no idea where it is. And at home, Sean is telling his wife he's going one last mission. Don't know what it is, but we get the typical 1990s action blockbuster swelling score as Sean realizes, like, this was me giving up by going undercover. Like, he sees his daughter one last time, sees his wife one last time. So now we're going to initiate the face-off procedure. They take lasers to remove Sean Archer's John Travolta face. They keep, like, just a tub of water.
And I was like kind of hoping it would just like flop in, or like it would just like plop. I was like, okay, this is an odd way to keep the face nice and I thought it was like gonna maybe freeze it too. They didn't even freeze it. They just put it in like a bath. What is that technology?
And leave it in an open room too. Like, don't even cover it up. Like, aren't you afraid of, like, I don't know, like, when I take out my contact lenses, I at least put a cover on them.
Yeah. No, you're right. They treat the actual human flesh like contact lenses. Yeah. It's crazy. They're like, that's probably like, that's the technology we're going to have in like 30 years or whatever. Yeah. Like this is real. This is fine. Also with this whole movie, because the face-off procedure is very futuristic sounding, but like this clearly set in just the 1990s. It's set in contemporary modern times. It's not set in the far future. Yeah. That's like the weirdest thing.
Which a lot of critics had issues with because, like, oh, like, it's so futuristic, but, like, why isn't it not just set in the future? I'm like, I don't know. It's what it is.
Whatever. You're going to take it and you'll love it.
So the procedure is a complete success. And so now Nick Cage is playing the hero of the film instead of the villain. And he looks into the mirror and he starts crying. He freaks out. He breaks the mirror. He starts yelling, "Fuck you" to CCH Pounder as well as Bunny Colvin from The Wire. And he's just not having a great time at all. And so they need to program the voice with the microchip, though, because, like, the voice isn't accurate. So the phrase they use is Castor Troy saying, "Peach, I could eat a peach for hours."
Oh. God, yeah, that's horrible.
Yeah.
I gotta say, nasty
Mm-hmm.
dude. He's a nasty dude.
Yeah.
I love the Nicolas Cage character in this film, but I just wish he didn't have a libido. Like, that would be so much better. He would be like the perfect character in terms of, like, even though he's problematic, I'm on his side a little bit, but because of that libido he has, I can't sign off on what he does.
Mm-hmm. Like, you would join Castor Troy's gang if he wasn't a huge pervert.
Yeah, exactly. Literally, yeah. Way cooler.
Mm-hmm. He seems to be doing pretty well for himself. Like, it seems like he only goes after cops, really. Well, I guess he does want to bomb, like, Los Angeles or something. That kind of stuff.
Yeah, that's not great. That's not ideal, actually. Okay, maybe I'll retract my endorsement. He's not that good of a guy.
Yeah. But, like, I don't know, maybe if he was want to bomb something else, like, also, to be fair, like, where he ends up bombing is the LA Convention Center. And, like, the LA Convention Center has some, like, weird things going on at some points in time. Like, I think it was a Comic-Con this past year that, they had an AI Stan Lee that fans could interact with.
Oh, L.A. Oh, see, this is demonic.
Sucks a lot.
Yeah, so, like, I don't know, maybe the convention center should blow up when you're using AI shit like that.
Oh, yeah, no, we gotta do something about that.
After the face-off procedure done, the rest of the FBI believes that Sean Archer is on a training mission in Georgia. So they see who they think is Castor Troy being loaded to a helicopter to go to the same prison that Pollux Troy is going to. They look at him totally disgust. So it's high security prison. They say is not subject to the Geneva Convention. The entire prison is metal floors, and prisoners have to wear magnet boots.
I love that shit. Okay, that was like such a weird piece of technology that they were like, I thought like would be a crucial part to the story, but it like kind of wasn't. It was like only part of the story for like 3 minutes. I was like, oh, okay, like that's like an odd thing to include, but maybe it's an inspirational piece of technology for prisons of the future or something. I don't know.
I feel like maybe they would put in prisons because like they want to make prisoners' lives worse. But like also it seems kind of expensive to do, so they want to put money into prisons.
It also clearly didn't stop like prison fights or anything. Like it really didn't do anything.
That's because character actor John Carroll Lynch wanted to run a loose ship.
I love seeing John Carroll Lynch pop up in movies. It's fantastic.
I forgot he was in this. As soon as I saw it, I was like, yes, dude. I love him. If you listen, he's got like, I don't know how many credits he has. I would imagine he probably has close to like 100 credits in film and TV. If you ever need just like a generic kind of oafish white guy, John Carroll Lynch will be there, and he'll do it for a fucking. He'll do it for a steal.
I mean, he's
a song and a smile.
He's always value added to a movie. Always. Like he's so good in Zodiac. Like that is a great performance. He's such a
great in Zodiac.
And so, like, in the prison, like, him and Thomas Jane, the Punisher, they're gonna do like start a prison fight there. And so Nick, like, he's trying to get into his full like his Castor Troy persona. So like he's kind of just like gave it more aggressive, but he's not really used to it because he's not as violent of a guy as Castor Troy. But he starts with this prison fight. He has a Nick Cage crazy eye smile, looking at Pollux to kind of convince Pollux that he is his brother. He starts like, "I'm Castor Troy." Yeah, I'm Castor Troy. So the prison fight gets broken up with the magnet. Also, with the magnet boots, you figure like you would just kind of stop the fight right away, but they wait a long time to stop.
They do every time. Yeah, both the times. It's like, what are you doing here?
Yeah. But meanwhile, back at the Walsh Institute, the real Castor Troy wakes up from his coma without a face, and the real Castor Troy calls up some of his goons, and they all kidnap Dr. Walsh as well as CCH Pounder and the guy from The Wire. And they force him to take Sean Archer's face, to take it out of the little like contact lens, like little pool bath there, and put it onto his face.
Probably the sickest fucking scene in the entire movie. It goes so hard that the glasses reflection of his skinless face smoking the cigarette is fucking crazy.
It's a great shot. Yeah,
so
awesome.
Good. Masterful. Yeah.
And in prison, so like
I just need you to know that Tito Biondi, the guy from The Wire, his character name in this movie is Robert Wisdom.
No, that's the actress. That's the actress name.
What?
Oh, Tito Biondi is I got him backwards. That's fucking sick, dude.
Robert Wisdom's the actor's name. Yeah,
that's such an awesome name.
Yeah.
That's like one of those. I mean, it's a fake sounding name. I wish I had a fake sounding name like that. Like that's so sick.
I'm actually going to change my name to Robert Wisdom on Bluesky right
now. Change your profile picture to him too.
Professor Wisdom.
Yeah, Dr. Wisdom.
Dr. Wisdom. Hell yeah. So in the prison, Sean Archer's talking to Pollux. He successfully convinced him he's Castor Troy. So then that's where we figure out that the bomb's at the LA Convention Center. So Sean Archer's ready to just like, get removed from the prison there. He gets a visitor. It's Castor Troy with his face on. And Castor Troy, now played by John Travolta, he says to him, like, it's like looking in a mirror, but only not.
Awesome line.
He has a newspaper with him too, and he's like, has the newspaper, like he's saying it his own face too, and like he's being cocky with the newspaper. The newspaper has the news that Dr. Walsh is dead. He's burned down the institute where the face-off procedure happened, and so the only people who are with Sean Archer's and Castor Troy's body are very dead. And
that's extremely sloppy, by the way. I don't know.
Taunting? Yeah.
I just kind of feel like you gotta have that written down. So you gotta have a note. You can't leave that with Robert Wisdom only.
Yeah.
More people have to know about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, his name is Robert Wisdom. It's like, oh, you got to give it to the wise guy, right? Like, you don't need to give it to anyone else.
That was not a very wise move to only fucking let him know.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I thought it was odd that like no one like knew at all that happened still. Like, of course he burned down the thing, but like did anyone in his operation, like the FBI or wherever he worked, none of them knew about any of this? Like, that was like, how did none of them know?
They thought he was just going on a training mission to like learn how to do some shit or something.
That's so goofy. That's such a goofy thing.
Yeah. And so Castor keeps taunting Sean, and he says he's gonna go home and fuck Sean's wife. So Sean Archer is beat up by the prison guards, and Castor gets to go home and acts all horny towards Eve Archer, like outside in the street there. He reads Eve's diary and sees like Sean and Eve not had sex in 2 months, so he calls him a loser. He then hears Papa's got a brand new bag playing from another room in the house. So Jamie, for some reason, as a 90s teen, is listening to James Brown, which doesn't seem like,
Yeah, it didn't really make a lot of sense. I do need to be clear here as we move into this next scene that Dominic Swain was 15 or 16 when this was filmed.
Oh, was she? Oof.
What? Ooh, don't like that.
Yeah.
Do not like that.
There's a lot of him in the scene, like staring at her ass and getting very, very close to her.
Yeah, like that's this whole thing is like sexually charged because it's like her dad, but it's not. So he's like kind of wants to grope her and is like showing her body. So that same year, because she got her big break when she was doing the whatever adaptation of Lolita that came out the same year.
Oh,
and I remember the scandal that was that she was 15 when that came out. So she's young.
Jesus.
They're doing
That's
some
up.
goofy stuff. Different time. I don't know.
Just cast it was the 1990s. Just do what you do Beverly Hills 90210 and cast 30-year-olds to play 18-year-olds. Like,
yeah,
like that was the style of the time. Like, why cast a 16-year-old be a sexual object in a movie? It's just like, it's wrong.
Yeah, it's like,
I don't know.
Obviously, it's
John Woo is
yeah, John Woo, you pervert.
Like, obviously, like the character in the movie, it's not like that's like a good thing. But to have her also actually just be 15 or 16 is just like, that's like, okay, that's a little.
Because the camera's lingering on it too, right? Like,
it's like really, really implying a lot. Yeah.
It's not that rad to watch.
No,
frankly.
it sucked. It kind of sucked. But of course, that's the point, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But it sucks even worse knowing she is like 16. That
that's
really sucks. That
that's
really
nasty.
sucks. That sucks in like a real way, like a real life way.
So the best part of the scene, in my opinion, is he calls her Janie, and he's like, "That's not my name." And he looks over at the pillow, says Jamie. I was like, "Oh yeah, Jamie. Sorry."
He's such a doofus. Yeah.
So when he's getting very close to her body, he's actually trying to grab the cigarettes, she's hiding behind her, and he says, "Papa's got a brand new bag," as like he's like putting a cigarette in his mouth. And like, I won't tell your mom if you don't tell her that I'm going to smoke the cigarette.
Yeah.
And so back in prison, Pollux is aware that Sean's in Castor Troy's body. So it turns out that Castor in Sean's body cut a deal with the FBI to get Pollux out of prison. So like he's completely stranded in the prison there. And meanwhile, like Castor Troy, he knows what the bomb is, of course, the LA Convention Center. So he just goes in, deactivates it. And so apparently the target of the attack was 3 Supreme Court justices. So he gets labeled by a hero by the media for saving their lives. He gets asked by a reporter, like, "Hey, do you have any words for Castor Troy?" He says, "Interception. Now our side has the ball." And so Sean Archer watches in prison. So he's very pissed off at this guy is completely won.
He's taking my life. Literally, I mean, that was ultimate victory, like genuine, like ultimate victory.
He got cucked so hard, like his professional life's over. He's stranded in prison, like
yeah. His wife left him essentially. Yeah, all of it. It's all over.
And like at this point in time, it sounds like the daughter respects the fake dad more than the real dad. Like,
yeah, like he's the cool dad now. That's like oddly perverted to you.
And people at work like this fake Sean Archer a lot more because he's a lot looser and having fun. People are saying, "Hey, like, why don't you get the stick removed from your ass?" And he grabs the ass of another agent too, which is like, come on, dude.
Yeah, but they're cool with it. They're like chill with it though. They're like, "Oh, this guy's sick. This guy's so cool."
Yeah, it's almost like it was like Mad Men times, not the 1990s. Like,
yeah. Oh God.
And so both the president, who had been Bill Clinton at this point in time, and Eve are trying to get a hold of Sean by phone. And Cass says, "Oh yeah, put the president on hold." which is like a baller move to do. That's a big
Kinda
wife
awesome.
guy energy.
Genuinely sick. Yeah.
And so, then he gets to go home and he gets to have sex with Eve. Gets to have sex with the guy's wife.
Ooh, yeah.
Which I guess in the face-off procedure, they do the genitalia as well. Like, because otherwise, like, I don't know, what if one of them's circumcised, the other one's not? Like, there's like a lot of questions that are raised by you would have to do the full body then, right? Because like situations like she'd be like, hey, like, weren't you like, not circumcised last week? Like, there's ways like you get caught doing that.
Before they burned down the facility, they did a full reconstruction of the whole body.
Yeah.
They're like, let's alter everything.
Yeah.
Foreskin resurgery, reimplantation. Like, we're doing all of it. Give me the works.
The works package.
Give me the works.
And so Sean's now trying to break out of prison. So he starts a fight and he gets put into some electric torture device by John Carroll Lynch. Where in this electric torture device, they take off his metal boots finally. And so as that's happening, he's able to kind of bust out of there. The other inmate that Sean's working with to escape is Chris Bauer, who is Frank Sabatka from The Wire. So a lot of guys from The Wire in this movie. And he dies in the escape attempt, unfortunately. But like, he's a good actor. I like him a lot. This is a pretty good action sequence overall, him escaping the prison. Like, there's a bit of prison riot going on. It's a lot of prisoners shooting guards and such, guards shooting prisoners. He kind of, he thinks he's going to escape the prison fully, but he gets on top, realizes there's an offshore rig that he's on. He's, like, just in open water. So, like, the helicopter starts shooting at him, which is an awesome scene of him just diving, like, avoiding all those helicopters, like, blasting at him. And he jumps into the water. He's able to swim to safety, which, like, it'd be kind of cool if they stole a boat or something like that, because I feel like him just swimming to shore is kind of just, like, anticlimactic. But he's, back in Los Angeles now. He's kind of just doing his, now he's going to go after Castor Troy. And now we get to the part where Eve is, like, dragging Castor Troy, who's in Sean Archer's body, to the grave of the son he killed.
Oh, yeah.
And it's just, like, it's so uncomfortable. Like, he's such a psychopath. He doesn't really care that much.
I thought at this point in the movie it would be, like, where I thought this was going was, like, oh, this is, like, going to be, like, an action movie still. But, like, this character, the swapped version, was going to become like sympathetic to Sean all of a sudden. Like, I thought he was like, oh, is he going to like not become a good guy, but like start to doubt things and doubt everything in his life. Like, oh, what the fuck did I do? I killed this child. But that's not really what happens.
June, you're really rooting for the Castor Troy rehabilitation project.
I was, I thought that's where it was going. Yeah. I thought this was a story of rehabilitation and rebirth, essentially.
Yeah.
I mean, that's sort of what like swapping bodies is. It's like a rebirth. I thought it was like a metaphorical and literal sense. Yeah.
Rejuvenation.
Yeah.
And, so Sean, like Archer, and he has Nick Cage voiceover now. So he tries to call up Eve, say, hey, your husband's a fake. She's like, fuck off, hangs up on him. And, Sean calls the FBI up because he gets redirected to Castor Troy. And he's like, well, if you're Sean Archer, I guess I'm Castor Troy. So Castor's, he's wanted now, but he realizes, like, hey, like, since I can take advantage of being Castor Troy. So he goes to Diedrich's, the drug kingpin's hideout there. And he tells Diedrich's goons, hey, here's something at Sean Archer's home so he can kidnap Castor Troy because he wants to get his face back. And he is forced to do some drugs while he's at his hideout there. And,
all right, forced. All right, he was like kind of low key enjoying it. Let's be honest here. He wasn't forced to. He was like,
feel like Sean
I can finally do it.
I feel like Sean Archer's never like even like smoked like a cigarette before in his life. He's like never tried 1990s. So he probably had marijuana passed around at a party, but he didn't inhale. Like he seems like a real square.
No, I thought this was like him letting loose a little bit, like he's like, ooh, maybe I can try some coke. Maybe I can try the life I never had. Fuck my family.
And Cage is great in the scene because like you can tell like, because he is like playing the other guy and like he's trying to be a bit scummy, but he says like, oh yeah, I know the security code against Sean Archer's house. Like security code is his dead son's birthday. And he's playing with like, he's supposed to like outwardly be like very like a scumbag with it, like kind of like gleefully getting away with it, but there's some real sadness in Nick Cage's eyes.
Yeah.
They're like, oh yeah, this is actually my dead kid I'm trying to like use for like this undercover bit I'm doing.
Honestly, very great line delivery there, genuinely. It was like very, very like, oof.
Like I think both of these actors are very, very good in this movie, but I think Cage is just a better actor overall. And I think he's fantastic in this movie, especially doing this kind of things where he's trying to be a villain when he's not. So he's a little stoned, and he says like, oh, why do you want Sean Archer? And like he's like, oh, I want to take his face off.
Yeah, gotta say the
line drop. Yeah.
You want to take his face? Yes, his face off.
So good.
Face off.
Sick as hell, honestly.
Yeah. God, I love when a movie drops the title in it. Like every movie should have that, like no exceptions.
No, state mandated.
I'm getting
absolutely.
sick and tired of all these Star Wars.
See, no, I think literally we got to start doing this. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
It would improve cinema.
It would improve every single movie, I think.
100%.
Yeah. So he gets cut off from the drugs because of like, he's kind of crashing down a little bit. And he's looking in the mirror and kind of like a complete meltdown because like he's looking at his own face as like the guy, as Sean Archer's looking at Nick Cage, and he's like, this is me, but it's not. Like he's kind of inner turmoil, like leaking out, and he starts freaking out a little bit. There's Nick Cage caging out, and he freaks out Sasha, who is Dietrich's sister, who's played by Gina Gershon, and she just like punches him out.
Yeah.
And so like, this part. So back at the Archer household, Castor Troy's on the phone with Pollock. So again, his plan too is to steal his adversary and like get his face back. So Jamie comes home from a date with a guy, and this guy's attempting to rape her, pretty much. And this guy's played by Danny Masterson.
Danny Masterson.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Was not hard for him to do this scene at all.
No. Oh yeah. No, he was very familiar. I didn't even realize that. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Ooh.
He's in jail now, right?
I think so. Perfect role for him, frankly,
he
in
keeps
this movie.
Getting moved from prison to prison because people keep kicking the shit out of him, by the way. That's happened like more than once.
Oh my god.
You love to hear it.
Hell yeah.
So Castor Troy beats the shit out of him, and he gives her a talk about protecting herself. And she's like, well, like a condom. And like he asks, and so like he then gives her a slow motion reveal, a butterfly knife, which is awesome.
He's very fluid with it.
He says to her, next time, let Carl take his pants down. Stick this in his thigh, twist it, the wound won't close.
That's crazy.
And so she leaves, and then he puts a cigarette in his mouth, lies back on a chair, and says, I am the king.
He's enjoying taking over his life a little too much here. He's getting cocky. Yeah.
Yeah. He's parentally cucked Sean Archer. He's actually cucked Sean Archer.
Yeah.
He's a hero by the media. Like,
he has it all, literally.
Yeah. Sean Archer is like wakes up and like Sasha's trying to kiss him. And Pollux is like on a rooftop kind of spying on them and calls Castor Troy like, hey, guess what? Like Sean's screwing out with your girl. So we see that Sasha has a little kid with her. She reveals to like, oh, Castor, this is your son. So it's another 90s boy with a mop of hair, like a bowl cut.
By the way, just gotta say, is it Gershon or Gershon? Gina Gershon?
Yeah. One of those two, yeah.
Babe. That was like one of my first childhood crushes. Just yeah. She was like the first woman I ever noticed.
Yeah. Have you seen Showgirls?
I have not actually seen Showgirls.
Showgirls is great. It's good. It's actually a good movie.
Yeah. No, I saw her in a bad movie, which is Cocktail. Terrible fucking movie.
Oh, yeah, Cocktail, yeah. I have a soft spot for Cocktail. I like any movies, kind of like Roadhouse as well, where like a basic profession is treated like almost like you're a samurai.
Yeah.
Like Tom Cruise being a cocktail like server. It's like, oh, here's the tools, the craft and stuff. You're like, I'm your master teaching you the trade, the skill. You're going to go place to place and like,
travel
in the road.
world,
Roadhouse the exact
quoting
same.
Fucking Walt Whitman. Like, fuck off, man. Fuck Walt Whitman and fuck Cocktail.
Yeah.
Stupid movie.
Maybe I'll get you on for a Cocktail episode at some point.
As long as I don't have to talk about Walt Whitman.
Yeah. So because this little boy looks like his dead son, this makes Sean very emotional. And like what his family does when like they're trying to like express themselves how much they love one another, they like take their hand, like run it down their face, like all fingers, like open palms, like just touch their face so slightly on the way down. So he runs his hand down the kid's face, hugs him, and keeps calling this kid Michael, which freaks the fuck out of the kid and Gina Gershon.
It's a little weird, I gotta say. It's a little weird.
Yeah. And then the FBI all show up like SWAT gear and stuff, and they start blasting the show, The Hideout. So he's a good person, so he puts the earmuffs over the kid's head and tries to escape along with Sasha, and the kids listen to Somewhere Over the Rainbow. And the FBI and the goons are like millions of different shootouts. There's a lot of great action here, a lot of slow motion diving, gun fu, people crashing through windows.
Genuinely awesome scene. I loved like all of the action here. It's so sick.
It's so cool looking. It's just like John Woo's so good, and like the budget of this movie is so high that like you can actually have like if any one of these things popped in a modern action movie, it'd be the coolest part of like the movie by far. But like this movie is just peppered with so many great little action moments across the whole thing. It's beautiful.
And the way that like I forget the name of the character, but that bald guy, that bald goon of his, when
Diedrich?
he gets when he gets just that moment when he gets shot in the neck, it's like I'm like I'm fucking blanking, but the Sean who is in the fucking Nicolas Cage Castor.
Yeah,
that character, that swapped version of him. Like it's like it actually seems like he's a little upset at first when he was shot. It's like he's like actually feeling some sort of emotion for this guy, this like goon, this mafia goon guy. And it's like that's that's so cool. It's very complicated.
This is a movie that has a lot of empathy and sincerity to it.
Yeah,
which is like a lot of movies are so cynical now that like this movie actually like, feels like rich with emotion, and it's kind of goofy, but like I like movies when goofy is actually sincere.
It's so sincere, like this entire movie, especially like this, like the near the end, like the third act. I guess it's like okay, except for like the Castor, fucking Castor Troy, that's his name. Like everyone except for him, it's like he's the only character that like doesn't really have any sympathy or empathy for anyone. Like everyone else is like okay, there's some like real weird emotion going on here.
There's no irony to this movie. This movie is like played so like emotionally, like you can tell how like a very irony-pilled version of Face Off would be awful.
Yeah, no, that's so real. That's so true.
And so, as this headquarters kind of like everyone's like explosions going off. Diedrich gets shot in the neck there and dies. Sean Archer and Castor Troy, they finally square off in a room. So they're against a wall, and both sides of the wall have a mirror on it. So they're talking to one another and reloading their guns, ready to start shooting one another. And what they start doing is they look into the mirror, both of them do, and they just like point their guns right to the other person and start blasting, shooting their own reflections. They dive out of the way. They're just dodging bullets, shooting each other, like just rolling around, like avoiding everything. This is all so awesome.
So good. Oh my god. It's like a little on the nose, like, oh wow, they're shooting themselves, but it's not them. It's like genuine. It's so sick. Like it's a little on the nose, but it's fucking amazing. Yeah. It's one of those just like really cool shots in this movie, like the like reflection in the glasses earlier in the movie, where it's just like this is undeniably just fucking genius. Yeah.
And so the fight gets broken up, these two, by an FBI agent launching grenades at them. Which is like
amazing.
One does.
Amazing
so
play.
Over the top. And so while escaping, Sean sees Pollux and they're on a rooftop. So Sean swings on a rope and kicks Pollux through a glass ceiling, causing him to fall to his death. So Castor is very upset by his brother, being dead, obviously, but he's in Sean Archer's body. So an FBI agent who's played by I forget the actor's name, but he was Gavin Bells in Silicon Valley. He's also the gay guy in American Psycho. He asked,
he is. Holy shit.
Yeah. He asked, why are you so upset? That's just Pollux Troy. So Castor just shoots him in the head and it would maintain his cover. No one else is in the room. And
honestly, hilarious. I fucking love that.
It's a funny part, yeah.
Yeah.
And so back at the FBI, so Castor and Sean Archer's body, his FBI superior is pissed off at him. Lazzaro's named the superior. He's like, you can't be doing these raids without my permission. So Castor just kills him, pretends this guy had a heart attack or something.
Yeah, yeah.
I guess his old bastard just keel over.
I guess they probably didn't have tests for how people died in the 1990s yet.
Yeah,
they couldn't have tested that.
His neck was snapped. I think a coroner would kind of realize that.
They weren't that smart back then.
Yeah. So we finally get Sean Archer. He returns back to his home. So he encounters Eve. Eve freaks the fuck out because she thinks it's Castor Troy, the guy who killed her son. in the house there too. So he's able to explain the whole situation, how like a plastic surgeon gave me Castor's face. And he, so she's like kind of like, she's not fully trusting yet, but as she's that night in bed, she takes a blood sample from who she thinks is her husband's body. And she's a doctor, so she goes to the hospital, and she realizes that the blood type is AB, which is not her husband's blood type. And Sean shows up at the hospital there. Now that they know that, now she knows, like, oh, this is like, this is my actual husband right here. So he starts, this part's hilarious. So he starts recounting their first date together. So he took her out for surf and turf for a first date. That's an expensive meal, first off.
Yeah, privilege much.
Yeah. But she was a vegetarian, so she spent the entire meal just eating bread. So like, didn't even get like a salad for her or something. But she broke her tooth eating bread, and so they're driving
like, rice. What kind of shitty ass bread were they eating?
I know, right?
That's like a rock. They're eating fucking rocks. Jesus Christ.
So then they drove around the city trying to find a dentist that was available late to fix the tooth. So they find a dentist, but it's a drunk guy who fixes the wrong tooth. And the romantic part of this whole thing is like, even though her mouth must like hurt like hell, she still ended the day by kissing him. It's like, oh my God, you remember the whole story, which is like, that's an insane first date for so many reasons.
Like, honestly, it's so insane that actually you are soulmates.
Yeah,
at that point,
seriously, yeah.
You are meant to be. Like, what the fuck kind of day is that? That's like a Looney Tunes ass fucking first date.
So she patches up the wound on Sean's torso. He apparently got shot during his fight with Castor Troy. And so Castor Troy and some of his goons have arrived at the hospital. And so like Nick Cage is like, or Sean Archer's like, run away and flee and everything. So there's a patient that's on the, like, on a bed there with like his face covered. And so Castor Troy runs up to like, her patient at work, and like rips off this patient's like cloth covering over his face there. And like, that's an insane thing for your husband to do at any point in time. And like, the fact that she not really fazed by it at all. Like,
yeah, she's very calm for someone who like genuinely knows who that is at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, I get it. Well, like, what are you supposed to do? You can't like kill this guy. You can't like blow your cover. But she is very, very calm and reserved in that moment. Yeah. And I like how he plays it off. He's just like, oh, it's like a real marriage. It's like, all right.
It's such like a typical like 90s stand-up joke. Like, my wife, like, kind of thing.
No, genuinely, like, funny. Like, especially in the context of when this movie came out. But it's like, oh, brother. Oh, man.
So Sean is going to, so the plan is that, so Lazaro, the FBI superior, his funeral's popping up. So Sean's going to apprehend Castor at the funeral. So they're both planning a meeting up there. And Sasha doesn't want Castor to die because, like, the father of her son or whatever. So Sean Archer says to her, like, whatever happens after this whole case, Sean Archer's off your back for good. He feels such sympathy for her and the kid. She wants her to leave him a good life. So it's John Woo. So this rocks. So at the funeral, it's all trademark John Woo stuff. So it's a lot of doves all over the place at the funeral. Like, there's people sitting down like during the service there. Well, doves are just walking around the whole place. And like flying around the casket too. Like, I feel like there'd be bird shit everywhere and feathers.
Small price to pay.
Good ambiance, yeah. Doves are good ambiance.
Yeah, the rule of cool. Like, it looks awesome. So like, sure, have my funeral be covered in caked in bird shit everywhere.
Yeah, who you would doubt the mastermind to this film?
Exactly.
Yeah. He cooked. Don't question it.
So the funeral ends and people start clearing out. So Castor arrives. He's kidnapped Eve and Jamie. And so they're all there too. And so it's like Castor and Sean, they have a Mexican standoff with a bunch of Castor's goons as well. And so Sasha shows up and she points a gun at Sean, who she believes is Castor. And another one of Castor's goons shows up, points a gun at Sasha. So like, everyone's guns pointing one another. It's so heightened, the actions, the tension. And John Travolta has a great like, wee, what a predicament.
Yeah. No, I love the like 6-gun standoff. That was like, I was fucking like, amazing. Like, it's goofy, it's silly, but
they
it's
keep
like
adding more and more.
They do.
It's awesome.
Like, so much of this film is like so cartoonish, and that's like genuinely why I love it so much. It's so fucking funny.
It's refreshing.
It's
fun.
Like 6 people probably about to die because they all had guns pointed at them in like a standoff situation. Got like a bit like it fucking made me laugh so much. Like, that's so funny. It's so funny with him like wee.
Yeah,
so dumb. It's so dumb.
So the guns start blasting. The birds are flying absolutely everywhere. There's bullets coming out of guns in slow motion. You don't know who's getting shot and where and stuff, but you see a bunch of the goons fall to the ground. But it turns out Sasha got killed by the gunfire as well.
So sad. Genuinely, I liked her character. I liked her. She was really nice, yeah.
And she says, like, her final words, like, take care of our boy. Don't let him grow up to be like us.
Oh.
And which is sad.
So sad.
And so Sean tries to protect Jamie, but because she believes he's a bad guy, she just runs away. And Castor's just like shooting mindlessly at the both of them, trying to kill them. And there are even more birds outside. So Sean and Castor are fist fighting one another. And the fight's getting broken up by birds like kind of getting in their faces. And Sean is like ready to choke Castor right out, but Jamie has a gun pointed at them. So they're both trying to convince, like, no, I'm your real father. Don't shoot me. Shoot the other guy.
Yeah.
So she gets it wrong and shoots Sean in the shoulder, thinking she's helping her father. And then so Castor just like has, puts a gun right up to her, has her chokehold, like has a gun to her, like ready to kill her. So Jamie takes the lesson that she learned from Castor, grabs the butterfly knife, stabs Castor right in the thigh.
Ooh, so good.
And twist. So he's kind of limping from this point on. This whole funeral's like by the coast. This church is by the coast there. So they're by the waterfront. So Castor's just killing everyone with a machine gun while trying to escape. And he hijacks a boat and is just shooting his machine gun like on the pier, which causes a massive explosion.
Fucking sick, yeah.
It's so good. And so Sean gets to his own. So like Castor's escaping on a boat. Sean gets to his own boat. So now we're going to do a boat chase. And like
this movie has it all. It has it all.
Oh, it's awesome. Like movies don't have boat chases much anymore. I can't remember the last time there's been a great boat chase in a movie. Like
a good chase of any kind just makes a movie though. Like One Battle After Another. I don't know if you've seen that. But
I saw it twice. It's so good.
I also saw it twice, but like that 30-minute car chase at the end where it's just like cars on the road going very slowly after each other for like 20 minutes is so fucking good.
And the cool thing with that is like they're not even like passing one another, not enough action. It's a lot of cars just behind each other for a long stretch of time, going up and down hills. But it's so tense. It's so awesome. That movie rules.
Oh, it does.
So good. Yeah, one of the best movies of the year by far. Like,
for Halloween, I went as Sensei Sergio.
Nice. That's awesome.
I had to.
I feel like Sean Penn and Lockjaw in that movie, that'd be a good costume to go to as well if you want to get the haircut.
I haven't seen. I'll be so honest. I didn't see any Lockjaw costumes anywhere. No one.
Probably because like you don't want to be mistaken as like an ICE agent.
yeah, that's true. Oh, that's a little iffy.
Yeah. Benicio del Toro so good in the movie. That A Few Small Beers line. A+.
Best character in that whole film. Best character.
So good. So we have a boat chase going on. So there's police boats trying to stop them, but Castor just guns them down, kills them, and, like drives a boat through the police boat, and like it ramps up and like does a cool stunt, like, trick jump like up in the air.
Yeah, so good.
And within all his gunfire, Castor Troy shoots Sean's like the gas line of Sean's boat. So like Sean's boat's about to explode. So Sean hops into Castor's boat before his boat blows up, and there's like being to shove each other. They're wrestling at the back of the boat. No one is steering it. So like, as the boat's kind of going out of control. So they able to like go. One was able to go up front and kind of get the boat back under control. Castor's trying to kill Sean with an anchor, and Sean ends up falling.
Harpoon? I thought it was a harpoon. Is that a harpoon?
There's a harpoon later on, but here's the anchor.
Yeah.
So Sean falls off the boat and is holding on to a chain for dear life, and like he's like holding on to the chain, and like it's almost like water skiing, trying to get himself back up, which is so cool.
Yeah,
like great stunt work. And so the boat crashes up onto the shore, so they're getting close to the shore. The boat like hits the shore a little bit. The boat goes right up into the air. They start flying up into the air like the two guys, and the boat falls down on the ground, explodes because it's a John Woo movie. And so now we're in the final brawl of the movie, which is where we get the harpoon gun, where Castor gets stabbed by the harpoon, and And so he starts carving his own face with a knife. Like, you're not getting back your face now.
Fuck.
And Sean kicks Castor Troy in the dick and then shoots him with a harpoon while yelling, "Die!" It rocks.
Pretty sick way to kill your enemy, Frank, with a harpoon.
And the dick kick, too. You don't get a lot of villains getting kicked in the dick before they die.
There was a couple of dick kicks throughout this whole movie.
Mm-hmm. Which I was, because it can come across as so silly, but this movie is pretty silly in its premise. Like, it fits the reality of it. Like, it feels like, if you're in a fight, why would you not do that, right? Like, if you want to get the advantage of someone, like, fuck honor. I'm
easy opening. Easy opening. Absolutely. Big target.
So Castor Troy is now dead, and it's the FBI arrives. And they know that Sean Archer and Castor's body, because I think Eve called and told them. So he's relieved that people actually finally know who he is. So Eve tells Sean, "Oh, don't worry, Sean. The top surgical team from DC is coming. He's going to be okay." So I think it suggests that the face-off surgery is pretty widespread. There's more than one person that can do it, which is insane.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's like, how did they, then where were these people before? Did they like learn this? Is there like a college degree for this? Who knows? They didn't really answer these plot holes.
Yeah, I got I did 4 years of residency at the face-off
Get CinemaSins on the case here.
Well, God, CinemaSins probably definitely done this movie before.
If I wanted to be really mad, I would go watch that.
Oh, I hate CinemaSins so much. They just piss me off to no end.
Oh, yeah.
So he tells he's getting prep for face-off surgery. He tells the doctor that he no longer needs the bullet wound scar, which I don't really get. Like, did he forget? Is he okay, like, forgetting his son existed, or like?
Yeah. Also, really odd that was even brought up at all. So I was like, oh, this is going to be like a major part of the movie. Like, when it was first brought up, I was like, oh, this is going to like somehow make it so that like someone in the future when they swap faces is going to know it's him. But that didn't really happen at all. And then it's just brought up as like, I don't need it anymore. It's like
a memento.
Huh?
Yeah.
Very, yeah.
You think that's what the guy who got the Nazi tattoo covered up said? Like, oh yeah, like, don't worry, I don't need this Nazi tattoo anymore.
I've grown past it. I mean,
I've grown past it.
Kind of the same thing. Yeah.
Yeah. So the surgery is a success. He returns back home. So Sean Archer is back in John Travolta for him. Eve and Jamie are happy to see him, so they all hug. They're all happy.
I love Jamie's line here where she's like, "I'm sorry I shot you." Like, the delivery on that is like so goofy.
Yeah. And now we get to the most insane part of it, in my opinion, where he just brings home another woman's kid.
Yeah.
And so it's like, this is Adam. He needs a place to live. And so,
no further explanation needed. All right.
So Sean just says like, "Oh, hey, Jamie, take Adam to his new room." And the final line of the movie is Eve saying, okay, to like them allowing the son into the home. They did not have this conversation beforehand. This is him just foisting this new child upon them, a replacement son for the dead kid.
Yeah.
It's just okay.
Okay. Obviously, for the plot, it needs to be that way. But yeah, they're just like, yay! Sorry, what were you gonna say, Caleb?
Yippee!
Yeah. Yay, new child. Which, like, I mean, it makes sense though. Like, given the whole thing, it's like
it makes sense thematically, but I don't know. Like,
but it's also weird. Like, that it feels like a replacement situation. It's like when people get like a new dog after their old dog died.
It's a real monkey paw curling with like, I wish to have a child with Gina Gershon. And that's how it happens. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And all you had to do was to go through all this torment to get that.
Yeah.
But like this son though, like he's used to grow up like around criminals and stuff like that. He's probably using like, the smell of cocaine all around him. He's probably gonna miss all his friends in the drug trade. Like,
aw, that's so sad. Poor guy.
And so then that's the end of the film. The song that plays over the credits is "Don't Lose Your Head" by NXS, which is a pretty clever use of a song for this point in the movie. So Face Off premiered #1 at the box office in June of 1997, and it premiered 3 weeks after Con Air. So Nick Cage had 2 movies at the box office, which is pretty awesome.
I mean, that's also on par with like his entire career. That tracks.
Oh yeah, it's probably like 4 movies at once. Critics overall enjoyed the movie. They liked the performances. They liked John Woo's style a lot, but a lot of people did call it idiotic and stupid. Which,
come on, boo,
cowards!
Shut up, nerd.
And so, like, I feel over time the reputation's kind of improved for Face Off. Like, it's on cable a lot, so like people are revisiting a fair amount. Like, I remember back in like the 2000s, like Face Off being kind of a punchline of a movie online. Like, people weren't getting really any respect at all. It was like a dumb 90s action movie, but like, I feel like nowadays with like Marvel CGI movies, the action scenes are so lifeless and dull, and like, or you get movies like John Wick or the John Wick knockoffs where the action is just so clean and crisp that like some like John Woo action just like kind of pops off because it's emotional and sweeping. That like, I feel like people, with as time has progressed and we don't get movies like this anymore, people kind of respect movies like this a lot more.
Absolutely. I think that's why I enjoyed it so much, is it just feels like so much more genuine and real, and like I don't know. There's just something simple. I like the simplicity of it in a sense, like the simplicity of like the action, and that's like the thing though too, is it's not very simple. It's very well choreographed. It's not simple action, but compared like technologically, it's very simple compared to like where we're at now. And there's a lot of charm in that to me.
And it's also legible too. Like, you always know exactly what's going on in a scene. You're not really confused, but like, you can't tell like who's shooting at who, whatever. You can always tell like the FBI guys look so much different than the like Castor Troy's goons, so like, you know who's shooting who.
Very distinct with the the suits, and no, they're wonderful.
And like, I also feel like Hell's reputation too is that like, you know, Nick Cage became a big cult actor like himself, like in the 2000s. Like, people posting, you know, bad Nick Cage movies online all the time. He had a horrible run of movies in the late 2000s, like you know, Drive Angry, Bangkok Dangerous, movies like that no one really liked. So like, people are kind of looking at the good Nick Cage movies pretty fondly, like. Like his amazing run in the 90s, people are like, oh yeah, Nick Cage used to be in great movies, and people kind of look at this one like, oh, like, here's an example of one of the good ones. Unlike you know, it's got good reviews, but like, people weren't really put in the pantheon of like other 90s action movies, like Terminator 2 and The Matrix. When those movies first came out in the 90s, like, those are instantly hailed, like, these are two action staples. Like, these will go down the pantheon of some of the best action movies of the decade. And I think Face Off is. I've seen a lot of people put Face Off there now, which I think it deserves. I think it is one of the best action movies of the 90s for sure.
Oh,
but it took a while to get there.
I'm ready. I'm calling it tonight. It's one of the best action movies of all time. It's up there. It's in the pantheon. I'm calling it. We're locked.
What also, like, I think really works in the movie too is like, Nick Cage is a very hammy actor, so this plays to his strengths. And like, John Travolta, hammy actor too. John Woo, hammy director. So like, it's all these perfect elements just coming together for something that like I'm thinking about the other like versions of the movie that they try to make, like Wesley Snipes and Denzel Washington. I don't think that would have worked because they're not goofy enough of performers like Travolta and Cage. You kind of need that insanity in their performances to make this, for them to reach the moment, to reach the tone of the film.
No, they knocked it out of the park. Perfect film. It's perfect.
Some other fun things about Face Off is that it was the inspiration for the Hong Kong film Infernal Affairs. Great movie, which was later remade by Martin Scorsese into The Departed.
Oh, shit.
So, in a way, we wouldn't have The Departed if it was not for Face Off.
People are talking about how we wouldn't have Martin Scorsese without Face Off.
Yeah.
we wouldn't know who that is.
Yeah. Actually, the Nick Cage Martin Scorsese movie, Bring Out the Dead from 1998, I think, that's a fantastic movie. Really good. Highly recommend it.
The world is built upon Nicolas Cage. The world as we know it.
Yep. And there's been talks about making a sequel to Face Off for a while.
Is it going to be the kid? Is it going to be the child, the adopted child?
Apparently, apparently, from the last I've heard, it's going to be Travolta and Cage again.
Oh, what? No, wait, what?
Yeah.
No. What? How?
Yeah. I don't know.
Okay, whatever. All right, sure.
Like,
sure,
the last detail I found on is like, apparently, you know, they've greenlit it, sort of. Adam Wingard, who's the guy who makes the modern Godzilla movies, like the Western Godzilla movies, and that really bad Death Note movie, he's attached to it, but I imagine he's probably to be locked into the Face Off minds. Oh yeah, I'm not sure if a Face Off sequel is actually going to get made, but like, I can see a reboot happening easily because it's such like a great premise.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. It's something that I'm surprised I haven't seen more of, honestly.
Yep. Yeah. So, any final thoughts on Face Off?
Best action movie of all time.
Yep. How about you, Caleb?
I don't want to see it remade. I think we just need to let sleeping dogs lie on this one. I don't like it. I don't like the idea that we have to have a sequel to everything, that we have to keep rebooting things endlessly. Enjoy it for what it was. That was Apex 1997 cinema, and just sit with it and let that be that. That's my hot take.
No, I totally agree with that. I think that's why we're in such a fatigue with Marvel and all of this sort of stuff, the like media space that we're in, is
because
that
there'll be
everything
an
is just
entire fucking media cycle about like, oh, the new one's woke. Oh, there's fucking too many black people in it. Whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we do not deserve that. We do not need that. Holy shit.
Like,
You're so right.
Just honor the legacy by letting it stay dead. Like,
yeah.
I swear to God, dude, like if they invent a way to bring people back and I die tomorrow, don't do it. I don't just let things stay dead.
Yeah. That's real as fuck. I respect that. Holy shit. Yeah.
Yeah. So, thank you guys so much for joining me. Anything you guys want to plug?
Definitely Kill the Computer. Listen to Caleb and I's show. We talk about a lot of fun things. I can never, despite it being very simple and quippy, I feel like the like tagline of the show, it's what is it? We talk about, Caleb, do you remember it? I'm always so fucking bad at pitching. I'm always like, oh, I don't know, I do a podcast. Hold on, let me say it. It's we talk about how the internet spills into the real world. It's like sort of like what we do on that show.
Mm.
Great podcast.
Yeah. Another podcast, 60-Minute Drill with Ed Zitron and Arif Hassan, which is a lot of fun. And it's good. Football is fun this year because the Seahawks are good, so I'm happy.
Oh shit, a good year for you so far?
Dude, this time, like this exact week in football, I believe this is the week that we lost to the Giants last year. And I got so psychotic on that episode. I had people texting me like, dude, are you like, all right? Like I'm genuinely worried about like your mental health, because I was like talking about how I was going to kill myself because of that blocked field goal. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
I remember last year. Yeah. There was like a spreadsheet. Someone was keeping track of how many times you threatened to kill yourself.
Has a spreadsheet of that was why that started specifically because when the Seahawks lost to the Giants by just a bullshit play, doesn't matter, but I crashed out a little too hard. I got a little too spicy, and now there's a spreadsheet out there that has all the ways that I've said the reasons why and the ways I've said I'm going to kill myself. I haven't looked at it yet. A little embarrassed by that, but it's out there if you want to see it.
I'll check it out. I'll find it. No, definitely check out that show. And then I also do Ill Conceived, another show. It's just about natalism and shit. So it's about right-wing natalism.
Yeah, both those shows are all three of those shows are really actually very entertaining and very informative. Love listening to all of them. So thank you again so much for joining me for the discussion. You can follow me at bwishart on Twitter, Bluesky, and Letterboxd. You can also follow MoviePod on Twitter, Bluesky, and YouTube. So please keep sending letters into the mailbag. So fire an email off to moviepodmailbag@gmail.com for a chance to have your letter read on the air. Next week, I'm going to be joined by Alyssa Mercante to discuss Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace.
Ooh, have fun.
Ooh, that's good.
That's good.
That's a good movie.
That would be a fun episode.
I am so excited for it. Like, that movie is crazy. And also, like, the culture on Star Wars is so endlessly fascinating. Like, the constant cycle of, like, fans hating something, being cruel to the creators, and then ended up embracing in the end. There's a lot of meat to bones when just discussing with the reception and people reclaiming it.
I feel like we're in a reclamation period of that trilogy, right? That's like my perception is people are like, okay, wait, actually they were not that bad. They weren't that bad. So that's I feel like where it's woke is back is I guess what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And by the way, if you guys haven't seen, they called Zoran Mamdani's victory within 3 minutes of the polls closing. So
he won.
Woke is back. He won. He's
back.
fucking here.
Woke is so back. Woke 2 is here.
Woke is it's back. The Virginia J. Jones.
I want to see what's Bill Ackman. Has he posted anything yet? He's going fucking crazy.
I'm about to check. I'm gonna because it's crazy night. Amazing. But sorry, I just had to throw that in there.
Glad we have it on record. The victory.
Yeah. Amazing. Thank you so much for having me on.
So until the Phantom Menace next week, take care.